Okay, so I'll go over the build now. This is the thick stun brute build. That's what it's called. End of discussion. A few changes from the last video. I would say watch the last video because I just explained a bunch. That's more like theory stuff, not theory, but like what works and what doesn't work. And I talk about Contagion in that video as well. So if you want to watch that, do that. Not a lot of changes to the build. Only thing I've done right now is I've added two things to the offering, which is rage, so more damage on the minions. And I've added a font of blood, which gives you heal for some life, which it's basically life recoup from ablation. So you get some life recuperation from this. That's about it actually. Nothing else has really changed in the build. I've got a new new staff. Spent a lot of money on that. Exalts. I've got my resistance ups and stuff, because it is an Infernalist build, so you of course want the max fire almost, and you want chaos. A lot of chaos is always good. And with that, we can get into the video. So I'll just go around and I'll do some mobs. This is a map tier. It's a map tier 3, I believe. Might be 2, I'm not sure. And we're just cruising through it right now, currently. I tried filming in the start of the video. No, I did a recording before this, and it got corrupted. Well, I started over because my cat came in with a mouse, so I had to throw that out. Kind of ruined the recording. So yeah. And not much commentary because it is just gameplay. But the gist of the build is your minions, they stun, and that stun just it just works, man. I don't know what to say. It just works. It really does. And it works really good. It works really, really good. They can be a little slow at sometimes, and I would also say that having this many brutes is a little overkill in some instances. Just because they don't always like hit the enemies. That makes sense when there's a lot of enemies or in the hallways and stuff like this. But yeah, that's just personal preference. What you want. Now he's stunned. Should die here in 2 seconds, and now he's dead. Yeah, I messed up because I took so long finding him. I didn't see where he went. So, yeah. That's pretty. That's like decently fast on the bosses. So yeah. That's like a normal. I'll say that's like a normal clearing rate of bosses ish. I'd say about 20 seconds. Depending on the boss. That boss is of course a little bit slippery and like running away, like a scared little kitty. So it's a little harder to catch him, right? I mean, that is what it is. So I'll do another run here. Because why not, right? Let's go in. Don't want to sell anything. Don't care. It's not important, just the money.
Not quite hot enough here for my tastes.
I would want some more armor or something at some point, because there is a lot of physical damage in this game. That is a fact, and you definitely need something to protect yourself, because if I'm not standing like a little behind my minions all the time, I'll always almost get one shot, which is a little downside to the build currently. This build is not You know, it's not perfected at all. This is just like a good idea of what the build is capable of. And there of course can be a lot of variations of this build. I hope there will be. But we'll see about that. A little slow on killing this boss here, but he's got a lot of health. It's a good excuse. And it's like kind of a funnel. When there's any funnel, and you don't have all the 7 brutes, or 5 brutes, whatever, probably more like 5 or 6 brutes. But when you have all those hitting at the same time on the boss, of course you'll do less damage, right? So, holy shit. But it's definitely faster. It's definitely fast. Like, just because it isn't the fastest build out there for clearing and whatnot, doesn't mean it's not pretty fucking fast. Because it is. It's pretty fast. And you see that? You see the like the cut. It travels all the way, the damage, which is just satisfying. It's really satisfying having that happening. It's satisfying to look at. It's a pretty satisfying build. That's what I call this build. It's satisfying. And if you were wondering about the FPS, that is real. I'm sitting on, I get like lows of 30 FPS when there's a lot of enemies and whatnot. It is not, yeah. I haven't found a solution to that yet. I have all my settings on low and everything, and from what I've seen, it's not using all the resources it could be doing. But yeah, so that I don't know. I have no clue. If anyone has any, like, tips on that, on fixing the FPS lows when there's 50 entities on the screen with debuffs and effects on them, using attacks as well. If you have anything on that, you know, sure. Please tell me, because it's pretty bad sometimes. Another elite here. Oh, so yeah, that's that happens. That's the first time that's happened. Interesting. But you get the idea of the build now. I'm not gonna have that in the video. Whatever. So yeah. You're basically using the brutes to do a bunch of stun. When I get another slot for this, I'll put discombobulate on, which would just add daze, and daze is just OP as well. So when I get a fourth slot for this, so I can have even more stun, I'll do that. Yeah. And that's pretty much it for the video. I mean, I can show you some of the gear stats you should have, which is plus minion skills. It is way plus minion skills is better than it's better than like a lot of skills. It's better than the spirit. It's better than spirit. If you have enough increased damage, I would not say it's better than that. Maybe if you have like 59. Then I wouldn't say plus 4 all minion skills is as important as the 59 and then maybe 2 minion skills. But it is a very nice thing to have. Get the plus 2 skills on the helmet. That's an important one. Get spirit on your amulet. I don't have a lot. And also see if you can get spirit on your armor piece. This is just one I got a pretty long time ago now. Everything else, just get the attributes you need from this, and then resistances, and then I recommend getting the 41% block rate. That's a big one I would always recommend. I don't see why not. It's so free with a shield. You get it for free, and you get the all resist here, like all this kind of stuff, and stun threshold if you get a good enough of that roll. It's just a good thing. So I'd say get the block, and then get the minion skills on the helmet. Anything to get extra damage is just better. And I'm sitting on free 10 spirit. Yeah. Well, thanks for watching the video. This is Tor signing out.